I forgot my belt, and I had this whole safari thing planned out, but it keeps, I know, look at us.
We're gonna match and everything.
I'm just gonna end up wearing the dress that I came here in, which is okay because, I mean, you look safari enough for the both of us.
That's true. Like, you could be the beautiful person accompanying the safari.
Babe.
Like, you're the star of the movie and I'm just the guy that drives.
Woke up early today. We were pretty on top of things, but then the bus last minute rescheduled an hour and a half later. So some of us went back to sleep. But this is better anyways because originally the bus was leaving at 7:20 even though the park doesn't open until 9. So we would have just stood outside the park, I guess. And the weather seems really pleasant today even though it's supposed to be cloudy. There are blue skies. Were to think that a year ago I was in Yosemite.
Keep going.
Water out. telling you that?
I just want to get a better view, I think. I'm gonna take a look at us just as much as we're looking at you. Look at that big tongue you got.
Beginning of a 3-hour-long day.
You're seated. Throughout this entire experience, remain seated.
We're out of the ride and it was really nice.
Oh man, it was so killer.
And the wait time was only half their estimate. So I'm really glad because I told you that I wanted to wait anyways, like 3 hours, but it ended up being 1 hour and 20 minutes, so. We rushed in one last ride, 20 minutes before closing. Yay!
So excited. I bet you there's gonna be a drop pretty fast.
I don't believe you.
There we go.
I'm getting a pimple here.
Yeah, a little tiny one.
Yeah, it feels like 2.
Oh, yeah, I see the tiny one. The big one is gonna take a little while. Now for pure relaxation.
Mr. Flatfoot.
When I do this, it's okay, it's still pretty flat.
After dinner, I don't really know what I was thinking, but I called an Uber. I just decided to call it as soon as we left the restaurant, thinking that it would take them at least 6-7 minutes and that we can walk to the exit, but it turns out that Disney has designated Uber pickup areas and we were equally far from east and west. We just ran the whole way and then Tyler got cramps.
Because I ate like half of your ramen and all of my ramen.
Let's play the highlight and low light game.
Highlight of the day for me, I think you can guess, when we were waiting for the Pandora ride, the, what was it, the Rite of Passage ride. we walked through this little cave that had all these light up flowers and stuff, and then we get into like the human settlement that they set up on Pandora, and they had like the little chamber where they grew the avatars that you could control, and you could see like this avatar in there like twitching and moving around, and I was so enamored with all of the things they had to put together to make it look so real. Like you could even see the little muscles flexing and the tendons.
I think my highlight is also that ride because I tried to stick out the 3-hour wait and I was right, and the wait was only 1 hour and 20-ish minutes. Not only that, the ride was really fun and it was our first time, so when you experience it unexpectedly, it's really just oof.
My low light of the day was going onto that same ride. You got me this really delicious lemon like frosty thing.
Okay.
And I like almost dropped it because well, I did drop it because like my spoon, like I
my low light is probably freaking having to tolerate some of the behavior of the other guests, especially how there are live animals. We're like, oh, this one's ugly. Ew. Like, go away.
I think the coolest part of today is the fact that we were able to go on all of these rides. We basically got the full Animal Kingdom experience.
We missed out on Lion King Festival.
That's true.
It's fun.
Yeah, well, we know
The food is
what
so
to do
good
when we go
to
back.
Ooh, it's foggy.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's the start of day 2. We're going to Epcot today. We're just gonna grab a quick bite to eat because we only have 10 minutes before the bus leaves. And I'm waiting for Tyler to get the vouchers. Weather is so nice.
Yes.
It's cloudy, partly cloudy, so the sun comes and goes, which is great because it's really hot when the sunlight is on us. The fog has lifted, so it's sunny. And it's like the fog has lifted. After the rides, we have just been walking around the, what do you call it, like the global showcases, and we're in Japan right now grabbing lunch, and we plan to grab a few other good eats around the other countries before catching our fast pass to our next ride. I got it wet.
I'm not sure. So there's a flash for a photo.
Oh.
Photos to the future. All systems are good.
By now, we're all communicating from anywhere on Earth. And in 1969, inventing the future one day at a time. And now, it's your turn.
That was a really enjoyable ride.
Learned so much.
I think the part that I enjoyed was the history, because I really like history. And
As do I.
yes. And it's like kind of educational, even though we knew a lot of the things. I think it's like common knowledge. It was still intriguing to learn about us as humankind. We're about to do Journey into Imagination with Figment, the purple dragon. So we're honestly a little bit skeptical, but we'll see. Just because it was added onto our fast pass list, and I don't really know if it's gonna be good, but
we were a little skeptical about the Nemo ride too, but then like when we got off,
I fell asleep on that.
Yeah.
It was so relaxing.
Yeah, it was relaxing, but then when we got off, there's a cool aquarium, so hopefully something cool happens like that and it just turns into something great. Here at the Imagination Institute, we make your imagination a reality.
Okay.
Remain seated with your hands, arms,
That was a
feet, and
0
legs
minute
in front of
wait.
your torso.
Our fast pass didn't mean anything here.
Not as bad as I thought.
Really? So we left the imagination ride, and I was gonna get Annabelle a churro.
So when we get there, the kiosk was starting to close, so then we were bummed out.
Yeah, we thought we weren't gonna get our churros, and she like closes the entry lane and everything, and like she looked at us like, and we're just kind of standing there expectantly, like, oh man, bummed out.
She told us to just hold on a second, and she was closing down so that the crowd doesn't start to aggregate. She saw his card and said, you know, don't worry about it. And that was nice, and then he was just like, okay, just one churro, please. And then she shows up with 2. It was so nice of her.
Well, we just spoiled our dinner, but hey. We're actually waiting right next to the
The
restaurant.
restaurant is right here.
Yeah.
But dinner for me is more about the view rather than the seafood, because I'm not crazy about seafood, but he is.
We're losing sugar.
But it's kind of like when the
lightsabers go like, how do they not get their faces burned off from those sparks? We literally just turned off the camera.
And this cast member walks towards us like, don't put that away. And then for like the first 20 seconds, you seriously look like, you're like,
are you gonna like take
trouble?
the camera?
And then after she started taking the photo for us, he was like, oh. But yeah, she took such cute photos.
Well, if she wasn't like, she's like, don't put that camera away. Give it here, turn it on. She was like so straightforward. Wow, the sharks in there too. And the divers. This is cool. Fish coming all the
She said, how could you joke at a time like this? I know why, 'cause this is what you wanted all along now, isn't it? I think that
I'm here in this wonderful temple, and I've finally come to see Mulan. This is the day I've been waiting for. Look, it's Mulan. Mulan.
You're gonna need to keep your distance, or else Shane's gonna come and beat your ass.
I'm out of here.
to her was not mine. As far as I'm concerned, we could have had a good time. So if you walk out that door in disgust, I guess there's nothing more to discuss. Birds don't sing, they just fall from the sky. Girls don't call and they never tell you why. That's just how they say goodbye.
So we made it back from the day at Epcot, and we are, to say in one way, exhausted. That could be an understatement. I'm not nearly as tired as you, I think. This one fell asleep on my shoulder on the bus on the way back, and the bus was going over speed bumps and a curb at one point, and she was just out cold. And then I'm trying to get off the bus. I literally start trying to stand up, and she's just like, I have to just be like, hey, wake up. I'm just like, for a solid, like,
people staring.
yeah, but, well, I mean, not like until I started being like, wake up. Yeah, but like solid like 5-10 seconds before you're just like, What's going on? You look so disoriented when you woke up. And then you go off the bus and you're just like, thank you so much for the ride. It was so sweet.
I think sitting down for dinner was just a nice chance for us to have quality time in an amazing setting that, you know, I've never dined in an aquarium restaurant. It was like smack in the middle of our day because we started at 9 and we ended at 9. Oh, that's not in the middle. It's near the end. But it seemed like it was kind of in between, but then no, it wasn't.
It seemed like a bridge. It seemed like a bridge between the beginning of our...
It's 11:03 now, and I really should get to bed. I'm not as tired now because he made me talk. I wanted to vlog tomorrow morning, but he said we should end the vlog here tonight. So I'm gonna get ready for bed, and we're gonna head to Magic Kingdom tomorrow. But I'm gonna split these vlogs. So this is the end to this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Love you guys.